Hey everyone, welcome to the Bruce Williams channel. In this video, I'd like to talk about what I hate about the new Moonswatch. Now, I purchased the Mission 2 Uranus. I put this on a white fitted Zealande strap. I really love the watch, and I did a video talking about the things that I love about the model and the release, but this is not that video. We're going to talk about the things that I hate about the release because there is a lot of negativity associated with this watch, and the big one is the availability. It is a very difficult watch to come by. You have to purchase it at a Swatch store. It is not available online, and there is so much demand for this model that it's hard to come by at a Swatch store. You go to any one of the stores around the country, and everybody walking in is asking the sales associates, hey, do you have a Moonswatch? Do you have a Mission to Mars? Do you have a Mission to Saturn? Do you have this? Do you have that? When are you going to get some? Can I reserve some? Can I get more than one? I mean, there is just such demand for this watch that it's hard to come by. And these stores, these Swatch stores, they're selling every single one that comes in within 24 hours. They can't unpack them fast enough to meet the demand. So very hard to come by. And because of that, you have a negative experience in the store because you're waiting in line. You have to, give your personal information and enter it and have them enter it into the system so they can keep track of who's getting what. You can't buy more than one. You can't have more than one watch on one transaction. It's really just kind of a grimy, negative experience that leaves a bad taste in a lot of people's mouths after they leave. And then they leave the store. If they were fortunate enough to get the mission that they're looking for, they have a Swatch bag and people are eyeing that. And you're having scalpers come up to you saying, hey, can I buy that? I've got cash. You can make $50. So they can make, $300. Ooh, Ninja kicked me in the mouth again. So they can make $300 on the secondary market. And then are you going to be followed? Do you even feel safe walking in an inner city wearing a Moonswatch and carrying a Swatch bag that you just purchased, your Moonswatch? So it's just not a great situation. A lot of negativity involved. And here's the next thing. It's not available online. And from what I've heard, it's not going to become available online, at least in the near future, which will perpetuate this mess. And it's going to turn a lot of watch enthusiasts off who at one point, they were excited about this watch. They wanted to buy their favorite mission. They wanted to get a mission to the moon and maybe the one to Mercury and maybe a Mars and maybe a Jupiter. Heck, maybe they'd even collect all 11. It's a fun, affordable way to get into a Speedmaster. And now they're left going, ew, I want nothing to do with this release, with this brand. And that's definitely a negative thing. So I've heard that the Swatch group just didn't see this coming. There's no way that they could have foreseen this rabid demand. And I went to my local AD when the watch was, relatively new. It wasn't brand new, but it was still relatively new. And I'm looking at Patek Philippe and I'm looking at Rolex and I'm looking at these beautiful brands, and everybody in the store, at least all the watch guys, they're talking about the Moonswatch. They're talking about a watch that's not even sold at that authorized dealer. And then I go to a local watch enthusiast meetup here with the Horological Society of Utah, and that's what everybody's talking about. Hey, what do you think of the Moonswatch? Is that a real Speedmaster? Do you think you can get one? This and that and the other. And that's, again, all anybody has seemingly been talking about from its initial release, and less so now, but it's still in the conversation in YouTube comment sections and watch forums and Facebook groups. So it's definitely a hot topic, and one has to wonder, is this what the Swatch group wanted all along? Any press, is that good press, even if it's negative press? And did they foresee this rabid demand? Some people take the apologist point of view and say, no, there's no way they could have foreseen this phenomenon. They're just trying to do the best they can. And to them, I say baloney. There's no way that they could not have foreseen this craziness. And let me tell you why. Yes, this watch is a Swatch in terms of quality. It's plastic, it's affordable, it's lightweight. The movement is nothing to write home about. It's very replaceable. But at the same time, all those great qualities of Swatch, but put in a Speedmaster in a near 1-to-1 in terms of dimensions and proportions and font and whatnot. It's the likeness of the Speedmaster. The prominent name on the logo is Omega. And here's the kicker. Here's where it really turns crazy. This watch doesn't cost, $2,000 or $1,000 or $800, which they absolutely could have sold for at that price, even given the Swatch quality here. No, it's $260 at retail, done in 11 fun, bold colors. There's no way that the Swatch Group didn't foresee this rabid demand, this phenomenon that has taken the market by storm. There's no way that they could not have foreseen this situation. And so because of that, I don't know, it makes me think that this is what they want, that it will never become available online. And that would be a dang shame. The gamesmanship involved with trying to get one, and, the bad taste in your mouth of waiting for hours and then being turned away and not being able to buy it online and only being able to buy one, and then having the scalpers approach you as you leave the store. Do you even feel safe walking down the city street wearing a Moonswatch and carrying a Swatch bag? I mean, it's just not a great situation. So there is definitely a lot of negativity associated with that. And I can empathize. I can sympathize with those people that just have a bad taste in their mouth because of the way this was handled. And was it on purpose? Was it not? I guess we can debate that until the world ends, but definitely the in-store only, the availability is really the worst thing about this release. Now, the next thing, and this is very specific to every model, and that is the strap is just no good. Now, I have one here. Let me show it to you. Here's the stock OEM strap. It's a cool design. It has the Speedmaster, written here. It's Velcro, so it's a little bit like the mission straps, the Velcro straps that were worn by astronauts back in the 1960s and 1970s. But it's incredibly stiff, and the way this joint is with how short one side of the strap is, the material, it is so uncomfortable. It's really unwearable in my opinion. It does not break in quickly. I've tried to break these things in. They do not, they're not good. I'll just leave it there. You have to expect to upgrade the strap if you are fortunate to get one. Now, I put mine on a fitted Zealande strap. This is a premium FKM rubber strap, and I think the look is awesome. I would love to see, a matching buckle, but I don't think that's practical. So I have a mismatched buckle with my Moonswatch, but I love the combination, and you have to expect to upgrade the strap and play with different options because the OEM strap it's just crap. It's unwearable, and that's a bit disappointing. So those are my main negative things that I think are not controversial. They're definitely negative elements and are definitely a turnoff for a lot of individuals. Now, I'm going to leave you with one kind of comical thing that I find a little hypocritical. And I'm sure that I've been guilty of many hypocritical things in my time as a watch enthusiast, but I'll hear very vitriolic watch fans and viewers go, "That's a Happy Meal toy. That's ridiculous. I wouldn't even spend $50 on that. That's so bad. It leaves such a bad taste in my mouth that I will never buy an Omega because of this, because how could they let this happen? How could they let their likeness be used by Swatch? This is so offensive." And then the same people a day later are going, "Ooh, you know what? I think I want that Zulu time from Longines. Oh, the Captain Cook. That is so cool from Rado. Ooh, the Glass Huta original. You just don't get better than that." And I think it's funny because where are the profits going? They're going toward the Swatch Group, who owns all of these brands. If you're going to be hating and dogging on the Moonswatch and you're never going to buy one, are you wearing a watch with an ETA movement, inside? I think that's kind of funny. So let me know what you guys think about that. And if you're interested in hearing my positive things, the things that I love about this release, I'll link that video in the description. But thanks for watching today. Have a great day, and I'll see you guys next time.